guys, British Patrick here, and today we are going to talk about Facebook ads and everything with Facebook ads in 2019. Hope that you like this. Okay, so let's start. What better results from your Facebook ads? Looking for ways to optimize your ads? In this video, you will explore 5 free Facebook tools to help you improve your Facebook ads performance. So, first of all, I wanted to talk about Facebook Creative Hub tool. The creative use in your Facebook ads has a huge impact on the ads performance. No matter how good your offer or copy is, if your ad creative doesn't grab your audience attention in the newsfeed, you're unlikely to get any tractions. So, Facebook Creative Hubs is designed to help you improve your ads creative and build winning ads. It lets you test video performance, create a mockstream of your ads before going live, view and inspiration gallery of high performance ads for mobile. Here's how start taking advantage of these features to improve your Facebook companies. Create ad markup in Creative Hub. This is the first step. So next we need to take to access to the Creative Hub to get the global menu in Facebook Ads Manager and select the Creative Hub. From here we can create the markup of the ad and share it with anyone who has access to your ad account. Click Create Markup and select the ad type platform you want to create. Now build your markup. After you click Save, you have the option to set the markup on your mobile news feed to revenue, or if you are satisfied with it, import the ad into Ad Manager to use it into the campaigning. How to deliver better result with your Facebook ads online training. So, link will be in the description. The Manage Markup tab is where you manage, delete and share your markup. You can view your markups next to each other, grid style or the typical Facebook list format. The View Formation tab allows you to navigate almost the different ad formations for mobile, ad revenues, specs, guidelines, examples, and creative ideas for each placement. Access to the text in your Facebook ads image. On the Tools tab, you will find 2 testing tools for analyzing your ad creative. The Image Text Checkout tools ensures your images fall within Facebook's recommendation 20% text ratio, and access whatever the text on your images may impact the ad performance. Run a split test with your Facebook videos. Not sure which video will be perform better for you? The video testing tool allows you to run 72-hour split test on your Facebook videos. Facebook will help you to determine which video received better engagement and in what time. So, with video split test, you can test your up to 5 different videos at once. You will need to add your Facebook page and add accounts to provide some basic targeting details. Facebook requires you to spend a minimum of the $400 per video markup over the 72 hours period to determine the result of the test. Get creative inspiration from the other brands. Click the Get Inspired tab to view the gallery of the ads in different formations from some of the world's leading brands, such as how they creatively used the ad formation for the smaller screen and displays. You can browse all forms for the select the placements you need to some inspiration for. So next one I want to talk is the Facebook Audience Insights tools. Audience Insights isn't a new tool, but the functionality and data available have changed considerably. Over the last year, Facebook has ticketed up the access to instruments and removed the custom audience in slides. Financial data and data collected from the certain third patient's audience insurance still allows two very powerful functions for getting a better understanding of saved audience. To get started with the audience solutions detected, if you want to profile a saved audience made up with all users on Facebook, or just profile the people connected to your page, note that Facebook needs a large amount of the data to be able to provide the accounts and insurance, so page will fever that 10,000 followers may not be available or to view the certain insurance. Once you selected your customer demographic info, in the left-hand columns there are two places that can reveal you the most about your audience. Activity tab. The activity tab shows you how likely your audience is performs a certain activity respected by the dark blue, and compares it against the average numbers of the times everyone on Facebook platforms that activity over 30 days, represented by light gray. In the example below, you can see that women in the age of 18 to 35 age group in Australia are likely to click on the average of the 24 ads on Facebook over the 30 days. This is higher than the average of the Facebook users clicking on the ads, which is 90 times over 30 days. This information can help you to see how likely the audience is to respond on Facebook ads. So page likes tabs. The page likes tabs shows which pages certainly creators your selecting audience is most likely to engage with. If your audience likes restaurants, it shows which brands they like the most. If they read magazine, it reveals which magazine they like. You can also see which Facebook pages your audience is mostly like to find relevant or show on affinity for versus of the other pages on the platform. Knowing what your audience responding to on Facebook allows you to research other pages they like to create ideas, add examples, and content ideas. So next one I want to talk is Facebook test and learn tools. Split testing your Facebook companies is essential to understand how to best optimize your ads, but because of Facebook ads have so many moving parts, coming up with the fair and enough testing can be tricky. So it's also difficult to know what to test and how it internship the result. Facebook tests and learn tools helps you to define and qualify testing with the series of standards. Split test. Facebook will then deliver the results of the test to you along with the recommendations for future companies. Now let's look at the test you can run using the tests and learn terms. Conversation with. This test evaluates all of your activity Facebook ads companies and identifies which companies are producing the largest on spirit of the conversations, even like purchase or app installations. Facebook recommended running this test over 4 weeks and optimization the minimum of the 100 conversations during the period. Brand recode. You need to understand that brand record or brand lift. Facebook will survey the users explored to your brand, aware the companies, and surveys them to see how much they can have noticed your ads. They are aware of your brand, like your brand, or have your brand of the mind over the brands in your industry. A brand recalls test is the minimum expense of $14,000 over 30 days. So, company optimizations. This test compares to article of Facebook companizations and shows you which one is driving the most conversation on the lowest cost conversationals. On the Learn tab, the test Learn tools, you can see your active test, including the split test and your setup. These tests will help determine the overall effective of your companies and which companies that are certainly the most branded award or conversations. However, because they require large budgets and step guides for the certain test, they might not be suitable for the advertisements. So, next thing I wanted to talk about is the Facebook Ads Manager Split Test tool. Facebook Ads Manager allows you to build a split test when you set up the companies with the traffic apps, installs, lead generations, conversions, video view, catalog, sales, reaches, and games messages, and all these stuffs. Within these objects, you can test audience, delivery, optimization, placements, creative, and product sets, the variables. When using the split test feature, Facebook will rapidly split your audience and assures this no overall. Facebook will then test which variable performance best overall the set times period between 1 and 30 days. It's recommended that you run the split test for at least 4 days. Once the results are in, you will receive the notification within Ads Manager or the email within the results. To create a split test for the new companies, choose your company's objects and then select the Create Split Test tool. From drop-down menu, choose the variable you want to test. Once you selected your variable, continue to build your companies as normal, selecting your audience and delivery options. Then settings a budget for the split test. Facebook recommended the budget based on the power of the deliver efficiently test result for you. If your budget is too low, Facebook won't be able to test enough of your audience and determine results. Facebook assistants power persistence to your tests as you set the budget. Power purchase about 80% is recommended. So create a variable as you build an ad when the certain is the variable. As its example below, Facebook guides you to create the two spirits, is ad A and ad B. So Facebook then sets up two of the sets to test the company sheets with the identified the ad sets and companies involved with the split testing with the test tube icon next to the ad set. Remember, it's important to not edit, optimize, or charge split test companies once it's started, or it will be affected of the results and not allows you to gather useful data. So, and the last one I want to talk with you about is Facebook companies budget optimized tools. With companies budget optimization, instead of the announcing the budget per setup on Facebook, your assistants tools company budgets. Facebook then optimize your budget and spends it with the best performance and ad sets to optimize your budget and spend it with the best performance ad sets to reach your goal. This is currently the optimal settings, but starting in September this year, it will become the dreadful settings and you won't be able to change it. Facebook explains that when you create the companies, it's known better where the optimization is real time across your data, so allowing Facebook to optimize your budget can deliver better results. Currently, to opt into the company's budget optimizations, when the creative your companies, choose your company's objects and then select the company budget optimization options. You can still decide whether you want to delay of lifetime spend for your companies and which bid strategy to use. When building out the ad sets, you will see that the budget sections has already been assistance. However, you can add spend limit that ad set if you want. Unlike with the split test, Facebook doesn't declare a winner with the company's budget optimizations. It consistently updates and optimizes the company's spends across ads sets to get maximum numbers of the results based on your objections and bid strategy. So in conclusion, I wanted to say that before using any of these Facebook tools, it's a good idea to prepare to follow some best practices to ensure you are using the right type of the test to optimize your companies and get useful data to help you make your next decision. Start by thoroughly review your current Facebook companies and indefinitely areas where you might be missing out. That might be a low click-through rate, poor relevance score, poor conversations value, or another negative results. Yeah, that's all. Then create the hypostological to test the base of your optimizations and testing around data to illustrate if your ad has the high click-through rate but isn't delivering conversational. What could be the case of that types of the test could you run to help the optimize this? If the ad is receiving a lot of the attention but light traction, it might be included in the certainly strong but the objective of the audience isn't alighted. If so, what can you test to see if you can improve the conversion value? Be sure to test one thing at a time if you try to change the audience, creative, and the placements at once. It will be difficult to determine what did or didn't work when the results changed. Be structured in your approach to testing. You need to give your test enough time to and budget to get generous sufficient data as frustrating as it can be when your ad companies aren't performing. You need to allow enough time to budget to learn from your testing and optimizations. Think of the money you are spending and the investment in data. Make better decisions. Finally, keep testing markets, trends, and audience and social platforms are always changing, so adoption to a goal good process for testing and optimizations. Your companionships is the key to keep delivering optimal performance. Always testing, learning, and driving your companies from best performance is must-have skills for making optimized of the Facebook tools allow you to help them understand more about your makeup audience or the positive roles. That's the time to the scale. Then repeat this the progress for each and every compares. So guys, that was what I want to tell you about the Facebook apps in 2019. Hope that you like this. Please write me in a comment what you want me to talk about you in the next videos. And as always, earn and spend money.